Welcome to the Writer's Corner, and in this upcoming series, we'll be going through our recommendations, our shows, movies, and other media like video games, books, and graphic novels, and so much more.
Enjoy the writers discussing our recommendations, and we hope that all of you guys check out these recommendations for yourselves.
Each video we will be discussing a specific genre, and we will be saying live action and animated works.
And we hope you have fun watching and learning some shows that will interest you. Now on to the video. Here are the rules.
We can put both animated and live action stuff together and not its separate things. Same with musicals, cartoons, family movies, foreign movies, and video games.
It has to be the main genre of the movie or show, like if it's shown as an action, then it's under action.
And we can't mention too much of a movie or a show if it's already previously discussed. You can only mention it.
Now on to the video.
I recommend an anime called I Reincarnated as a Villainess in an Otome game.
Okay,
and that's exactly what the title is.
That's what the title is self-explanatory.
Yes. Yeah, I mean, it was originally a light novel, and then after that it was a anime, and then I actually stumbled upon a visual novel game, which is on your phone. You can actually play it,
Nice.
and it's in I forgot which app though. It's called Your Story or something. I forgot.
Oh, is it the same as the one I have on my list where she gets my next life as a villainess?
Yeah, she gets reincarnated in her
Oh yeah, that's
game,
the same
and
one.
Okay.
We both could recommend it together.
Yeah, okay, you guys can recommend
really
it since I barely watched the show, even though the fact that I was interested at first. I'm just like, yeah, I think you guys can talk about it together.
Yeah. It was interesting. It's about a girl who obviously died and got reincarnated into an Otome game.
Who obviously died.
It's a game she always played too, so she knows like all the alternate endings and different paths, and she has to like avoid her own death because she knows in the end of the story. She's the villainess, but then when she reincarnates, she's like actually really nice. Yeah. And then everybody's confused because when she was a little girl, her character was always nasty. So when she's suddenly acting nice, she ends up changing everything.
And then she has her own harem in the end, right?
Yeah, she even started her own garden in the series.
Oh yeah, her whole farming thing, because she's like, well, if I get exiled, it'll be good for me if I know how to farm.
And it changed into like a hobby now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like her relationship with all of the different characters.
Yeah, it's cute.
I think my favorite thing that I've seen about the show is her relationship with her mom is so funny.
Yeah, it's so funny.
Like she just has like this impact on everybody's life.
Cute.
Yeah.
Yeah. Since she knows everyone's route and how to charm everyone, she accidentally
became literally the main protagonist.
Yeah, she became the main protagonist. And also the thing what I like about this anime is how she also won over the girls' hearts too. Yeah. Each of the girls were actually rivals to the main heroine.
Yeah,
I remember. And then, instead of being rivals to the main heroine, they just became love interest to the main villainess. It's so funny. Even the Otome protagonist fell in love with the main villainess.
Oh yeah, yeah. Literally everyone fell in love with her.
It's pretty much a bi harem,
nice,
a bi romance.
Bi romance.
Yeah, you get the boys and you get the girls, and she gets both of them.
Because you gotta get the spectrum of everyone.
Yeah, it's really good.
Yeah. Anything else you want to say about it, Noelle?
Well, just thought of a fun fact. The girl I think her name is Mary. She has the long brown hair.
Yeah.
She's one of the first people she meets. She's voiced by the same voice actor that played Rimuru It was a girl that voiced him. In Reincarnated as a Slime, yeah.
The English or the Japanese?
yeah.
No, Japanese, yeah.
Oh yeah, okay,
It's
okay.
great.
That makes sense. That totally makes sense. I was like, yeah, that voice sounds similar.
Yeah, like in the Reincarnated as a Slime, there's a lot of voice actors that are from that show that are in other animes.
Yeah,
Oh,
that happens a lot in anime.
Yeah, they get around.
Yeah.
Yeah, what was it? Yeah, there's so many well-known voice actors in Japan. They're pretty much celebrities there.
Yeah.
Which is great.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I wish the West had that type of thing for the voice actors, but no.
Yeah.
It's so sad.
Yeah. Speaking of Reincarnated as Slime, do you want to talk about that one? Since like you brought it up. Like I can also talk about it too, since I love the series. I love Reincarnated as Slime.
Yeah. I'll say, like, when I first got into it, I was like, oh, this is a lot to take in, because there was just so much happening. But now that there's more of an established cast, it's nice to get into everybody's characters. And it's like, it's the only show I know that could pull off having a literal meeting for 3 episodes and not get boring.
I know, right?
Yeah.
It's one of my favorite isekais that's not about, like, it's just fighting. It's like I love the in between, you know, like the it's not like slice of life because like it's not in real world. Well, yeah, and it's fantasy.
It is like it's like a slice of life though, because like even though it's fantasy and there's like fighting, the main focus really is on like the dialogue and and them just sort of like hanging out, like
and building too.
Do you know
like
about
they're literally building a world?
Yeah, they're literally building. Do you know about the Diary of a Reincarnated Slime? It's a side story. It's like a spin. It's like a spin-off, but not really, because it's happening in between season 1 and season 2, from where the show is, and it's basically it's only just like focusing on the town and how people are living in it and what are people's experiences and how after like Rimuru like helped them and such. Which again, also shout out to Rimuru. He's like the OG. He's really cool about everything, and that's why he has so many people, like so many allies, like 'cause, like he's so cool, and he's one of the main protagonists.
My brother called him like a walking cheat code because he's so overpowered.
Oh yeah, because he literally has Raphael in his head, so
and he pretty much absorbed everything.
So like Raphael's basically the Siri for him. Yeah.
So funny.
I don't know. Have you seen season 2 yet?
No, I haven't.
I've seen most of it, but if new episodes came out like in the past 2 weeks, I haven't seen those.
Oh, okay.
I
in the past 2
honestly
weeks?
don't remember where I am in the anime. I need to rewatch some things.
What I like about Reincarnated as Slime, another thing I like about it is that I like the characters for most of them, because like all the people that he keeps like allying with, like damn, they're all just like really powerful, and he's just
really
like
cool.
But he just wants a simple, like he just wants to like have peace, and that's really cool. At least like he's. It's weird to be watching the diplomatic parts of the show where it's like it would be boring for most people, but then it's not. Because like you see how important like strategizing is like
remember
like most shows will like focus on the battle, so it is interesting to see in the building of like this kingdom how much of it actually does come down to diplomacy and striking trade deals and forming friendships and alliances and all that.
Yeah. And it's interesting the system with how names are really important, and how if you give a monster a name, like they'll be more powerful, and they'll evolve.
And Veldora just gets funnier in the later.
Oh my god, Veldora,
Storm Dragon.
Yo, Veldora is one of my favorite characters, and I was like, damn, when are they gonna reveal? When are they gonna bring him back? And then they did it. I'm like, what the hell? Damn, it is. I don't know. I'm kind of like, damn, I'm kind of attracted to Veldora's like human form now. Like, damn it.
I love how he's just like when like a serious meeting's happening, he's just reading
manga
manga.
in the background, just minding his own business. I like how in his normal tone, he's still loud, and it's like, yeah, this is so like him, and I'm like, damn. I wonder how the voice actor is feeling when he's like, he has to be like his voice is very like very authoritarian, but like he's also sounds very laid back at the same time. You know,
And I love how a lot of them are like badasses, like they're demons that could kill you in a second, but they're all silly.
Yeah, I like how everyone reaction to Veldora coming back, and I'm just like, what the?
And like my other favorite is Nilum. Is that her name? With the
Nilum, the demon. The elder demon lord.
Yeah, because she's just so
childlike. And
yeah,
strangely enough, she's one of the oldest like demon lords apparently. So I'm like, because I'm like, yeah, oh really? Because you wouldn't expect of it just looking at her. It's like she's one of the oldest.
It's cool. Like obviously, I won't get into it here because of spoilers, but they go into her like origin story at one point too.
In season 2, they go over it because in season 1, it's just like I understand why people didn't like how season 1 was because it was slow for the most part.
Yeah,
like it's supposed to build it up to season 2 because like season 2 is where the big stuff happens.
Yeah,
because like it's hard because I get it. I get how like frustrating it is, but it's to like because it's hard. You can't put all the serious stuff in the first season, like all in the first season, you know. Like obviously they had like the important fights that needed to happen, especially with what's this, the gluttony arc, the orc.
Now this is where I'm lost.
Well,
actually I'm already lost like when you mentioned the demons, so
the demon lords are like
I don't
just
know.
rewatch the whole series in general. Just
I don't know where I am. I need to find where I am first.
Find where
I think I'm still in season 1, maybe.
Yeah,
or maybe I started season 2. I don't remember.
I think there are like for people watching, I think there are like 10 demon lords that, and not all of them are like evil either. Like
not all of them have their own. Yeah, like
a lot of them just have their own kingdoms and and have to like protect their people.
Yeah, like that's what I like about like some demon lords. Like when you hear demon lords, like not all of them are evil, and I'm like one of them. I wanted him to.
When you hear demon lord, you always think of a final boss.
Yeah, but not all of them are like that. Because like one of them, I want to throw. There's one demon lord that I really hate. I think Noelle knows who I'm talking about. Who I want to throw in the trash and like kick him out, and I'm like, Romeo, I hope you kill him one day. It's like
Are you talking about Clayman?
Yes, screw Clayman. I hate Clayman. So I'm like, fuck Clayman. It's like,
he's the bad guy of the series for sure.
Okay, it makes sense.
Like he's the bad guy. I'm pretty sure he's the bad guy for just this season because he's like, he's just he's a quote unquote he's a rookie demon lord, which I know he hates being referred to as, and I'm like,
because it's like seed or whatever it's called hasn't like bloomed yet. So
because he's so posh, but like he's also like arrogant, and I'm like, and he's way too cocky, and he thinks he's gonna win anything, and I'm like, no, you're freaking screwed up. I want to see the face where you finally see defeat.
You're like definitely emotionally invested.
Yeah, very.
I know. I'm just
invested.
like, frick Clayman. I hate Clayman. Like, I know, Noelle, you haven't seen the latest episodes, but when you see them, you're gonna understand how I feel.
Yeah, like where I left off is that they were getting ready to go to Walpurgis, and I haven't seen the episodes after that.
Yeah, you after you see, like, after you watch like the newer episodes, you'll understand my hatred for Clayman even more. Yeah, but wait, since you went, okay, I think it's my turn.
Yeah, both
again.
of you went, I guess.
Did I?
You went.
Well, we went together, so
yeah.
So
yeah, your turn.
Okay, I'm gonna go through another webtoon because why not? Okay, so the next one is I became a villain's mother. It's an isekai one.
Another isekai. We have too many isekais here.
Isekai one. Might as well put them in here because, like, oh my gosh. Okay,
I
anyways.
know, right?
Anyways, so basically.
Honestly, they should have their own category. No, I'm kidding. No,
No, I don't
No,
think we watch
it's
enough
crazy.
isekai ones. Anyways,
Yeah. I mean, I have one recommended.
I have a lot of like isekai ones, but luckily they're in a different category. Some of them are still in different categories for what they're based under. So in this story, it's basically about this girl. She dies, obviously, and she gets reincarnated into this novel where apparently she became the stepmother of the villain of the story, where he was supposed to be abused by her, but she doesn't want to do that. So she wants to try and make him nice, even though the fact that the family she's married into is actually pretty terrible, and they do a bunch of shady things in the like out of sight where nobody else can see. And yeah, that's basically the gist of it. She's really she's trying really hard not, because she starts really caring for the kid who's gonna potentially become the villain of the novel, like the story per se, because like he basically dies in the end of the novel, and she wants to change that, and so she wants to try and raise him like, you know, a good kid. But the reality is that like he actually he knows what he's doing, and he pretends not to know what he's doing in order to like please her, because it's the first time he ever felt like actual like parental love. Like his father is like, he's there for him, but he's not like very parental, because that's how in their family, that's how it was always. It's like tradition for them for the sons or the children to like be emotionally like dead, you know. But, yeah, and yeah, because they literally kill people behind the scenes, whoever pisses them off the most, and threaten other people behind everyone without like them being caught. So yeah, that's the story. Yeah, it's really interesting. Another series, again, webtoon and such, and yeah, I recommend that one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is it? Whose turn is it?
Twilight's.
Oh, is it? Oh, I don't know. I think you should recommend something. I mean, we both recommended the same anime.
Well, the next movie I was going to recommend is also a unicorn movie, and it's called Legend. It's one of those fantasy movies from the 80s. So it came out around the same time as like Neverending Story. And basically there's it's kind of tricky to explain, but there's a girl, and she basically ruins the world because she goes to pet one of the unicorns, and you're supposed to leave them alone, but there's like this devil guy
is in there, right?
there's like this devil guy, like basically looks like Satan. He's like red with big horns, like, and he wants to like destroy the unicorns. And he when the woman is petting the unicorn, the devil sends like a goblin to shoot them.
Oh yeah.
And it gets like kind of, it's kind of like, it's very much like Neverending Story. It's a fantasy film, and the girl's the guy that she cares about has to like rescue her because the devil guy basically kidnaps her.
Oh yeah.
And like tries to corrupt her. Turn her, for lack of a better way to put it, like turn her to the dark side kind of thing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You will be
a dark
my minion.
Yeah, well, it'll be like my evil bride kind of thing. Like, I think that's what that's what the devil guy's going for.
I will marry you.
Yeah.
Yes.
So he's like kind of creepy. Yeah.
Oh my god, I remember him. I don't know why I found him attractive.
Well, I mean, there's all your like Death Note crushes, so
Yeah.
maybe it kind of makes sense.
Yeah, it was like
You like men who are troubled.
Yeah.
You
He's
like the
also
bad
really
boys.
ugly though. It's like,
Yeah.
what the heck?
You like the bad boys.
Yep, totally. It's like,
That's literally like Twilight's preferences. She likes the bad boys.
yeah.
I guess it kind of makes sense though. I mean, doesn't he have like that whole like chiseled chin and everything?
Yeah. And then also the voice.
Yeah.
Isn't he voiced by Tim Curry?
I don't actually know. I don't
know. I'm trying to remember who he was, but for some reason I keep thinking of Tim Curry. I was like, what the fuck? Yeah. Oh man. Oh yeah, that is Tim Curry. Alright.
Oh.
Good to know. His name's Darkness. Oh my god. I remember this movie, but sadly all I remember was just that part of her petting the horse. I mean the unicorn, and that's it. I need to watch this again to remember everything.
It's got like cool music as well.
Yeah. We should watch that together someday.
Nice.
Yeah.
We could
Yeah,
watch
this
it
is
online
good.
together, literally.
Yeah, literally. Oh my god, I forgot Tom Cruise was in this movie. What the hell?
Oh yeah, he's the young guy.
Yeah. Wow, it's been ages.
Yeah.
Childhood.
Alright, who's next?
Oh yeah, me. Alright. What the next I recommend is another Tales game. Tales of the Abyss. Okay, so it's got I can't even explain this.
I can't explain.
All I know is that the world is obviously in trouble, kind of. And it's got a secret order that you have to go up against, just like in the other Tales games. And and then the story begins with a character named Luke Funfabra. He's a noble who has been locked up in his house for so many years because his parents are worried for him because he got kidnapped one time and he had amnesia. And then he's had to remember everything, but he couldn't. So he just writes everything that he knows in his diary, to make new memories. And that's how it starts. And then during a training session with his teacher named Vaughn, this girl comes into his house and starts trying to assassinate his teacher for some reason. And then suddenly he tries to protect his teacher but gets transported with the girl, and they're stuck together. And then you just go on a journey with him, and he learns little by little. And the thing about him is about his character. He acts like a child even though he's an older teen. It's very strange. It's like he had to relive everything again, like he's born. It's very
he almost had to grow up again.
Yeah, it's very interesting. And I don't want to spoil anything because it has something to do with his personality and his the people that he grew up with. They know him, but it just feels like they're learning something new about him again. This other girl that he had to be betrothed with, her name's Natalia. It feels like she has to learn about him again, but for him, he thought of her as an annoying girl. But and then this servant boy that he's with, it's like he has to take care of him like he's his nanny. So it's really interesting. Yeah, and then along the way, since it's his first time out of the house, it's like he's experiencing the world again, and his interactions are very interesting. It's yeah, you just meet a lot of colorful characters. What I love about the Tales games again, it's great. You get to mix and match with them. That's what I like also. And
Smash games.
yeah, mix and match the characters that you can control in the game. I never really got to explain about the gameplay of the Tales series. It's an action RPG, and the story is very linear, and you get to fight like action. I don't know how to explain. But yeah, I do love this game. I remember renting it when I was in Blockbusters. Have you ever heard of Blockbusters? That's so old.
I grew up with Rogers.
Yeah.
And then I was sad when Rogers Video Rentals was no longer a thing.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think it's called. I don't know what was the equivalent of Blockbusters other than like. Because I don't remember it wasn't called Blockbusters, but I knew that I rented a lot of like tapes and stuff. So
yeah, same.
Yeah.
Wow,
we're that so old. Just kidding.
Even me.
Yeah. Okay. All right.